Hi everybody, it's Logan. Today I'm going to be answering the question of what happens, what is the effect of all of this unemployment benefits beginning to end? And I have a very interesting article to read today about this that hopefully will shed some light on this and really put some numbers behind this. This comes from Yahoo Finance. The title is Federal Unemployment Benefits Ending for Some Americans This Week. And it's written by Megan Henney. I'll just get into it. Americans living in some GOP-led states could lose their unemployment benefits this week, almost 3 months before the extra aid is slated to end. At least 25 states led by Republican governors decided in May and June to prematurely drop out of several pandemic relief programs, including those that provided an extra $300 a week on top of regular state unemployment benefits and expanded eligibility for jobless aid. The supplemental benefits are not poised to expire until September 6th. Alaska, Iowa, Mississippi, and Missouri will be the first to opt out, ending the pandemic-era programs for out-of-work Americans on July 12th. The other states terminating benefits early: Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida, Idaho, Indiana, Maryland, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming will stop giving unemployed workers an extra $300 in benefits sometime over the summer. Roughly 16 million Americans will lose their unemployment benefits as a result, according to one estimate published by the Century Foundation. The measures come in light of the Labor Department's April payroll report, which revealed the economy added just 266,000 jobs last month, sharply missing the 1 million forecast by Refinitiv economists. Payroll growth also missed expectations in May, igniting concerns about a labor shortage and its potential impact on the economy's tepid rebound from the pandemic. GOP lawmakers were quick to blame the extra unemployment aid for the anemic job growth, although experts have also cited a lack of childcare and fears of contracting COVID-19 for the hiring shortage. There remain 7.6 million fewer jobs in February 2020 before the pandemic began. The average state unemployment benefit is about $330 per week. With the federal supplement, Americans are receiving about $630 in weekly unemployment benefits. For comparison's sake, that's about $32,000 annually, or roughly double the nation's minimum wage. President Biden and Democrats have rejected the notion that Americans are choosing to stay home and collect the extra unemployment benefits, part of the $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief law passed in March, rather than returning to work. Still, Biden has emphasized that the unemployment benefits will end in September as planned, despite momentum among some of his party's members to make the extra money permanent. It's going to expire in 90 days, Biden said on Friday. That makes sense. So my thoughts on this. This is a big progression. We kind of all were kind of wondering this, I think, in the back of our minds. What happens when all of this unemployment benefits finally go away? What is the effect of this? Do people go back to work as they kind of probably should have earlier, or do they just refuse to? Do they still stay at home and just fall further back on their payments and everything? My thoughts on this could, in my mind, it could cause a gradual, if not a drastic, jump in unemployment numbers. And I just say this because so many positions right now are not filled. You cannot go around, at least where I live. I live in your average city, Montana, right now. Not an extremely wealthy city, not poor either, but there's just so many unfilled positions. You cannot drive past a business without seeing, a we're hiring sign, or come in and fill out an application or whatever. You just cannot go anywhere without seeing that. So there's so many positions that are not filled out there. We all know it. And, on the other side of the coin, there are some people who genuinely cannot find work in whatever area they were working before. That is definitely a real concern that people are dealing with. It's probably not the majority. I would wager that it's definitely not the majority. I would also wager that by and large, it appears that these safety nets have been abused to an extent. I mean, at least right now they're being abused. At a certain point they were probably needed, but right now with so many unfilled positions and so many people just staying home and not really looking in a determined manner for work. It appears that by and large these unemployment benefits have been abused. So, with all of these unemployment supplemental benefits ending on September 6th, this could provide a massive increase for jobs and employment numbers. It could be, the months prior to that, the months after that, you see many months where it's reporting higher than expected and just driving the economy further and further higher, giving it added momentum. So that's kind of, all that I will discuss in this video, are just my thoughts about this. The ending of these unemployment benefits, in my opinion, it does provide a very kind of bullish potential in the upcoming few months for the economy, and therefore the stock market is going to be pricing that in. The stock market's always looking into the future, remember. So this could be kind of the, it could possibly be the, impetus that gets this real final melt-up starting that I'm projecting, that I'm forecasting is going to likely be coming soon. So that's just my thoughts for this day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you again.